Today I'm going to be building a stand from Partwork upgrades. So we just open the package. There we have the Lancaster Bomber builder stand with the instructions, with the center hub, the tracks, the L brackets. We got all the washers and nuts, and here's what it'll look like, and the instructions of parts. So there is the base. We've got the nuts and washers and the thumb screws and the felt. So we have the pieces there and slot them together. So if you want, this has got the extension pieces as well, so if you need to make it bigger. And you can see there's a T slot there, so if I'm gonna put it together. So if I just move the box out of the way, if I take one of the L brackets, one of the T pieces, and take a thumb screw, you need a nut, so if I just do just one complete piece, and then we'll just duplicate it for the others. And we need some washers. So there's 1, 2. We need 2 washers per thumb screw. There's the second one. So if we basically going to be build it with the flat piece inwards, and there's a angled piece on supporting on the T that also goes inwards like that. And we take thumb screw, washer. I'm going to put the thumb screws on the inside. You can put them on the outside if you want to. Then you take another washer and a nut. Yeah, so it's like that. Or you can put it the other way around if you want. So then washer from that side, washer and a nut, whichever your preference. Next we take the L bracket, then we take a thumb screw, we put the washer over the screw first, and then we put it through the L bracket. We then take another washer and they put the nut on, just a couple of turns just to hold it in place. We then take a piece of track that's got the dowel that fits into the center section. And then if you notice on here, we have where the nut goes down there, and there's a groove here that the washer will sit into. So I'm going to put it in that orientation. So the flat upright is facing outwards. So if I just tilt it so that the washer fits against the nut, and then we put it in. If you just give it a little shake like that, and then it will just pop into the slot like that. and then it will go like that. So that one is done, and I'm going to just do the other three. So what you've got to do when you, just to show you again, is that the washer goes there, and you just got to make sure that the nut is actually straight, because the nut fits into that groove there. So by shaking it, it tends to rotate it like that. So you can see it rotates and falls into the slot. So I'll show you again. There we are. It's there. So that's the three of them. And if we take the base bit and then pop it in there. So I've got them in quite thick. So you've got the adjustments. You can go up there or bring them out that far, depending on what you're going to be using it for. As I said, the extension pieces. So you get with the stand without the extension pieces, you get two tracks or two extra tracks. So this is how it comes standard. It would be two tracks on that part and one track on there. And then if you buy the extension, then that you get another 4 tracks to extend it even further. So if I wanted to extend them out there, or if I wanted to extend him out that direction, there we are. I'm gonna say it's nice quality, even though they probably 3D, or they look 3D printed, is that they've got, I don't know if it's got like spray putty over the top of it, but you got no lines from printing at all. Because you could download files to do things like this, but then you've got the problems of the overhang or getting supports on, and just basically cleaning all the filament lines up and stuff like that. But it is well worth the money, I think. And it's not just, even though it's advertised for the Lancaster, is that you can use it for any sort of model aircraft or anything like that. It's also got some hooks under there, if you noticed, for putting like elastic band, something over the top if you want to hold things in place. But as I said, before I'm just gonna put the felt on these next. But there is a Hawker Hunter that I'm currently working on. It's been primered and it's sort of ready to have do some more work. But I mean, you can put it on, use that for model aircraft. I mean, it is very stable, and you could adjust. If you can see, I mean, you can adjust it to fit. There we are. So even though it's advertised for the Lancaster Bomber, it could be used for any aircraft. This is a 1/48 scale. And there is a 1/72 scale Buccaneer, which is exactly the same, holds it steady. So if you just want to adjust it slightly. Yeah, so that's to hold a 1/72 scale as well. So it has a multiple of uses. So just line it at the edge. Okay, there we are. So if you want to get yourself one of these, head over to Partwork Upgrades. And there's their web address.